Hello. Today we are going to be unboxing and installing this 20 terabyte WD Element external hard drive. However, we are not adding it to my PC because that has lots of storage. By the way, this is not a sponsored video. So instead of that, we're going to add it to my 5 terabyte NAS system. Expand the storage, because at the moment it is 50% full. It's time to unbox this unit. Okay, so here's what we have in the box. We have the Quick Start Guide. We have some information about the plug. And we have a full installation guide. We won't be needing any of that. Then we have the USB lead, the power adapter, and an adapter for the adapter, just in case my hard drive wants to go on holiday. And then of course we have the main unit itself. And now for the part that everybody watches these videos for. It's the peel. Oh yeah, baby. So this is the WD Elements 20 terabyte external hard drive. It's pretty stylish and it's quite compact as well, which is pretty good. I'm sure it'll fit nicely into the network cupboard, or as we like to call it, Harry Potter's bedroom.
Now!
Let's have a quick look at the I/O on the back. It's relatively simple. We have power in, the USB, and a power switch. I'm sure the setup will be extremely simple. Let's get this guy housed in the network room, shall we? Okay, so the first thing I need to do is run this power lead from the socket over there to up here on the shelf where the drive will actually sit. So our power lead is run. As you can see, I've run all the leads behind the shelf, just to make it look a bit better. But not many people come in here, to be honest. And this is where we keep all our cleaning stuff, really. So it doesn't really matter if it's seen. But when I installed it, I thought it looks nicer. Right, let's deal with the USB, shall we? This USB lead is slightly different to most USB leads, where one end is a Type A, and the other end is an odd concoction of a figure 8 type USB. I'm not sure what number or letter it's assigned. Right, so that's the NAS end plugged in. Now let's deal with the other end. This end goes into our WD element. Of course, I'm trying to plug it in the wrong way up. Of course, I didn't put my glasses on before I plugged it in, because, you know, I'm deaf as a bat. Next, we plug our power in. And, in theory, it should be ready to rock. Oh yeah, one last thing. I need to plug the power in. And as you can see from the little flashing light, it was already on. It must come on in the switched on state when you first plug it in. But that's fine in this case because now it's booting up and it will be ready to be detected. Okay, so I'm now logging into my personal cloud. That is what my 5 terabyte NAS system is actually called, a personal cloud. Ooh, oh, look at that! The NAS system has already seen the Elements drive, which is fantastic. Okay, so the drive comes with stuff on it, like software that is for Windows, but this system is not going to be used by my Windows machine at all. However, we do need to run a test and move something over to this drive just to make sure that it is actually connected and everything will be visible. Okay, so as we can see here, we have just over half of our 5 terabyte NAS drive. However, we do now have 20 terabytes of extra storage. Woohoo! And here's our nice clean drive, all ready for use. Right, let's give it a try, shall we? Give it a test run. This is our test file. It's an upcoming episode of 7 Days to Die, which will be uploaded to YouTube. However, we can just use it to test the connection and make sure the drive is fully functional. Okay, so we're getting 10 megabytes a second speed. That's not too bad, I guess. I mean, it's not fantastic, but it's not too bad. Okay, let's let this copy over, and then we'll come back to it. So the primary use for this drive is going to be to store my YouTube recordings. Each week I do 3-ish recordings of my gaming sessions, and then I need to store them somewhere. Now in the past I have edited and deleted the files, and then at a later date I may think to myself, oh, I need to go back and, oh gosh, then I've got to download the file from YouTube, re-edit it, blah blah blah. So this way I will have access to the full unedited versions of my files. Okay, so our copy is complete, which shows that the drive is fully functional and is storing data as we require. Okay, so we now know it's fully functional. It's not super duper fast transfer speed wise, but I don't really need it to be super fast. I'm only transferring a couple of files a week. I mean, they are over 2 gigabytes each, but I'm not in a rush for them to get there. The only way to expand this particular NAS system is via the USB slots. It cannot have any further internal drives. So now we have another 20 terabytes of storage for our movies, music, anything. And there's no need to clear out any of the old stuff, which is good news, because I don't like losing my things. For those of you who are not sure what a NAS, or indeed an external hard drive is, and if this video wasn't informative enough for you, here is some more information for you.
So in normal terms, a NAS system is for storage of anything that you want to keep but do not want on your computer, like large movie files, your music collection and much more. There are 2 sections to most NAS systems, the public section that allows access by any device on your network, and the private section that only has access via the dashboard. In this section you can store private files like copies of passport or driving license and other things like tax returns. In a nutshell and simply put, that is a network accessible storage device, or NAS for short.
Well, I do hope this video was informative for you, and helpful. If you are not super tech savvy, but you have a NAS system, and you want to expand the storage, it's not one of those that you can plug the drives in and out of, which, let's be honest here, are stupidly expensive just for drive bays. This is the cheapest and quickest option to upgrade a NAS system. All I ask is that you consider subscribing. And if you don't fancy doing that, hit the like button. Leave a comment. Say, that wasn't a bad idea. Or, I've got a better idea. Try this. I don't mind. I like people to say, that was a dumb idea. Or, that was a good idea. For now, I'm going to say bye-bye.